Hi, and welcome to our Cancer season. The energy of Cancer, water sign Cardinal. It's happening right now. We're going to all be pushed, each and every single zodiac, all of us, to be pushed to explore our emotions. So explore them, every aspect of them. Cancer is ruled by water. It's cardinal energy. And if you think about cardinal energy, I want you to think of basically change, of asserting yourself, of pushing yourself, of like being this energy that basically is inspiring new things. And that being in a water element means inspiration in our emotions and really working with our emotions and diving deep into our emotions in all aspects. Every single zodiac basically in this period will be asked to delve deep into the ocean of their emotions, to see how they feel about their work, their finances, their career, their purpose, their relationships, anything. Basically, right now, you are now getting the opportunity to be in touch with how you truly feel about these things and releasing and cleansing. It's like you're going to be in this water to cleanse your soul. So yes, there'll be some tears and some frustration and some heated emotions. But all of this is something to basically shift you in a new direction. So don't be afraid of Cancer season. Embrace it. It's an important season because of all the energy upgrades basically going on right now. With the eclipses that are coming, Mercury Retrograde. Today, the actual day, basically, as we start Cancer season, we also are going to Neptune Retrograde. Neptune is the planet of illusion, mystery, pulling the veil down and actually seeing things as they are. So you're going to be forced to actually really look at things, really look at them, pull away any deceptions within people and within yourself, being honest with yourself. So that's what Neptune Retrograde is going to be doing in Cancer season at the moment. Just pushing us in this way to kind of be real about relationships, real about our career, real about everything around us. And we need that. We need that as we're going into eclipse season. We really do. Eclipse season is in July. First eclipse, it's on the 2nd. It's a solar eclipse and it's in the new moon and it's in Cancer. The energies that we'll be having around us. And this is so important because the solar eclipse kind of really pushes us to have some new opportunities open. So think of the sun. Sun shines light on doorways, opening you to new opportunities, blessings, joy, everything your heart truly wants. Yes, obviously there'll be some letting go. You got to close doors that you don't want in order to walk through doors that you do want to walk through. So your feelings are going to be highlighted and you're really going to have to trust that. Like, this is how I feel about the situation and I'm going to go for it. This is how I feel. This situation really like makes me feel irritated and annoyed and actually maybe even deceived, and I'm not going for it. So trust that. Trust your feelings right now and embrace that during the solar eclipse. It's going to be interesting. We all are affected by it. We all are one consciousness. So whatever happens with the planets as they move, they create energy that flows through our lives in different ways. And that is how we navigate ourselves and the energies as well. When we're in an actual season, like now in Cancer season, right? It's important to remember that each and every single zodiac will embrace the energy. Yes, every single zodiac, all of them. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces will all embrace Cancer energy of actually going into our feelings and going through this time of basically creating what we want for the next 6 months. So in July, we're going to have eclipses and they're basically going to determine the next 6 months of the year and how we're going to be shifting ourselves into what we truly want. So the solar eclipse, yes, take up new opportunities, move into that new direction. Go with it, feel it, embrace your feelings, embrace how you feel really truly, and move with that. Trust that right now. And yes, there might be drama. Whenever we're dealing with water energy, we're going into our feelings. So yes, there's going to be that, you know, that feeling of being moody and feeling like you want to be on your own. Allow yourself some time on your own. Cancers are very good at actually withdrawing and to like spend some time by themselves. But they can get very deep into their feelings, which means we all are going to be experiencing that. Then we're going to have Mercury retrograde, right? So Mercury retrograde, July 7th to July 31st. So 7th to 31st. Mercury retrograde is also very important. When Mercury rules basically our communication, technology, travel, all of these things. So when it retrogrades, what it means is now we're going to be reflecting and reviewing. It's not a good time to really make decisions around then, because we oftentimes regret it after Mercury retrograde. Look at all documentation that you're signing. If you're moving as well, make sure you check and double check everything, because obviously in Mercury retrograde, it tends to make things go haywire. You can have conflict come up because of the planet of communication, and it's retrograding. Miscommunication can come about, missing appointments and getting all the lines of communication basically not going the way we want them to, and we can find ourselves in conflict. As well, we can have people from the past re-enter during the Mercury retrograde season. So now we imagine that. Just imagine for a second. We're already in our feelings because we're in Cardinal water, Cancer season. And to add to that, we have Mercury retrograde. So miscommunication is happening. And old feelings from the past is coming in. What are we doing? We reevaluating, we re-looking at things, and we kind of seeing how we feel again. Because Mercury retrograde causes this miscommunication and mishaps more to make us reflect on things, to challenge ourselves, to see past challenges, and to basically overcome things that have held us back previously. So embrace it as well. You know, if you're feeling frustrated during the time, always remember to take time out. You know, take time out. Withdraw. Do what Cancers do. Withdraw. Go into playing some music, spending time with creative activity. That'll be really good. Reading. All of those things is what we should do when we're feeling those things. So it's a very tricky time, I would say, because can you imagine Eclipse gateway energy, all this portal energy of opportunity, new beginnings and fresh starts. At the same time, we have to reevaluate and we're in our feelings. So it's a much of a balancing act, I would say. You would have to really balance how you're feeling, really balance yourself out, really keep returning to self. Self-care is so important, and not being not being afraid and actually walking through doors that come to you. Then we're going to have a lunar eclipse. Yes, a lunar eclipse in July. Yeah, things are getting interesting here. So, as we all know, new moons, and well, if you don't, new moons are there for new beginnings. Your full moon is a time of release. So around the full moon time, basically, like how the tides and the energies of water rise in the oceans. We are made up of water. Our emotions are then going to be pulled on. And when we have eclipses, the energy is heightened, right? So it's heightened because it's an eclipse now. So it's now, pulling us even more. So our emotions, us being made up of water, we're going to actually even feel the energy in our body. You can feel tired, you can feel drained, you can feel sore and achy. You could even not feel well during the lunar eclipse. It's around the 16th, 17th, and it's going to be in Capricorn. So we're going to be also working with structures and how to put things into place. Interesting times. And the interesting thing too about Cancer is that it's ruled by the moon. Yes, it's ruled by the moon, and there's eclipses now happening. New moon with the solar eclipse, and then the full moon eclipse, partial eclipse. So can you imagine that? We are at such a pivotal time, and such a time of both opportunity and letting go and releasing and cleansing. So if you're going to be feeling like before Cancer season actually happened, you probably were yo-yoing with what should I do here, what should I do there. We were in Gemini, right? It's an air sign. So our mind was basically feeling a bit confused of what doors to close, what doors to open. And now as we are pushed into this portal of eclipses in Cancer season, and Cancer being ruled by the moon, we are actually going to have the opportunity to cut and release certain things from our lives, as well as open doors and opportunities to new things. And it's all about how you navigate it. Really, it really, really is how you basically heal during this time and also grow. And this eclipse season is going to take us into the next 6 months of the year. So anything you've been thinking about, wanting to create, wanting to move, opportunities, new moon time, do it. Yes. I encourage you to do it because it's going to help you feel empowered. And when we do things for ourselves, we feel more self-loved. It helps us navigate these energies so much more better. It really, really does. If you have an idea, grow it during the new moon. Actually follow through. It's a time of opportunity during that new moon solar eclipse. And then as we go towards the end of the month, 16th, 17th, with the full moon, partial eclipse, we're basically going to be purging. Yes, purging and releasing, letting go. We're going to be putting in new structures, Capricorn structure of how our lives are going to go for the next 6 months until our next eclipse season. And I think I really, in all my heart, I can't express how much Cancer season is going to put you in your feelings, each and every single one of us. And I think when you're in your feelings, sometimes we can become irrational. We can have outbursts. We can be, not ourselves. And, I would really, really suggest withdrawing at times, even when you feel things are getting intense, especially when they're getting intense, and just coming back to yourself and doing something for yourself so that basically you can have that boost. Because in the same season that basically is pushing you emotionally, it's also pushing you emotionally to self-care. So to actually do things for yourself, and whatever that may be for you, whether you want to read or maybe you wanted to travel somewhere. Although, watch the Mercury retrograde dates, because when you make plans in Mercury retrograde, they don't normally fall through after Mercury retrograde, or either you signed on something and you're like, I didn't read the fine print. That's how Mercury retrograde gets you, with those technicalities, but also it brings up people from the past, emotions from the past, conflicts from the past, situations like rapidly just appear in your life that mimic the past. And what you're doing is basically reflecting, see how you've grown, and do you really want that energy back in your life? Has that energy shifted in some way for you? If not, move on, let go. I'm all about embracing change. Cardinal energy is about embracing change. That's the biggest thing, and it's the wind beneath our wings. That's where it is. You freedom, liberation, the wind beneath our wings to push us to new heights. So thank you, and enjoy this lovely Cancer season. I know it's gonna put us in our emotions, but the most important thing is just balance. When you're in your feelings, always return to your heart space. Return, bring yourself back, understand it's the energies. These are the things that are happening. If people seem moody and irritated around you, just understand. And those are not aware, basically, will just be feeling these things and be like, oh, what's going on with me? Awareness is what actually helps us navigate these energies. The more we're aware that certain things are pushing us, especially planetary shifts and changes, we can actually use it as our own inner power, because we're like, okay, this is what's happening. I understand why everybody seems more irritable, more drained, more tired, more in their feelings about things. So let me withdraw and bring my energy back to myself. Thank you. Enjoy Cancer season. Really, I really mean it.